Okay, good morning everyone. Um, it's 5:30 a.m. on the east coast of the U.S. right now. So I'm usually starting the stream before this, but you guys know, my schedule is flexible. You can hear the roosters going, so I'm just gonna hop right into it. See if I can get a match or two going. Alright, so now that the event is over, I have the Minos back in. I have the Blitz back in. I have my Skiros back in. And this is gonna be my beacon hanger. Let's take a quick look at what the deals are today. Of course, they got the Nodens in for a crate for $9.99. It's like a guaranteed thing, and also the Scorpion at MK2 with MK2 Havoc and Scatter. That's also a thing, because it's gonna take you more than $20 investment to get this to this level. See what kind of boosters we have to burn. Got a key booster and some damage boosters. I'm just gonna do quick match because not really dropping with anybody or anything like that. I'm gonna start off with Skiros. Try to hurry up and get to the center beacon. And of course, 2 Khepri from the door. But if I can hold them off till our guys get in here, our 2 Khepris get here, good. So I was hitting him with Sonics, as you saw that, as well as my other weapons, but my Sonic got blown off because of my Skiros being such a low level. Let's get this guy out of here. Look, he hit me twice and took half my health. So that is crazy. Well, there's 2 of them over here, plus a third one back there with a thing. Now they got their whole friggin' team over there. So I'm wondering if it's advisable to drop my other healer here. I'm gonna just drop my tank here so we can get into it. We gotta get rid of these shooters. So the Syrup sitting back there sniping us, and the 2 Aljuns. Gotta get rid of all these shooters, man. They're doing heavy damage. Like, even look at my Fenrir right now. He's doing real bad. So we can get rid of their tank. Yes, he's a tank, but he doesn't have much firepower. These guys are dropping heavy stuff with those weapons that they're using. So definitely gotta get rid of, the Aljuns and the Seraph, because their weapons are clearly highly leveled. You get hit with a couple shots and just look at your health just eat away. So Let me come back here with my blitz and grab some beacons because now, granted, I'm sitting there holding those guys off in a tank. It only takes one or two other people. What you do is you have idiots, and yes, they're idiots. They drop in on the same cap, and it doesn't entice the enemy to get on another cap. Like that guy had to drop in there, or I was taking that cap away. So that's what you have to do to not get stuck in that stupid situation of just being farmed right there at your home cap. Because that's exactly what's going on right now. So they're just sitting there farming our home cap because nobody will spawn anywhere else. So there's no better way for me to put that. It's just that simple. And as long as everybody keeps spawning there, they're going to keep on farming that spot. So now our center cap is the only cap we got. When all you needed was a tank or two to hold that cap down, and you got to go somewhere else to make the enemy spawn somewhere else. Or you take their cap for free. That's what I'm doing all the way back here to stop them from farming our guys. Now our guys ain't doing the same thing. They're just going to start farming them on C because now they're all dropping in on C. So you have to drop other places to make them spread their firepower out. All their firepower is concentrated. Now if I was dropping a different bot, I wouldn't have dropped it on our home cap, but because I was dropping my tank to hold them off a while, I dropped it on our home cap. But once I didn't have that to drop anymore, I started dropping somewhere else. And that's what you got to do. Now we have more caps open. Why? Because I went somewhere else instead of sitting there repeatedly spawning and letting them farm me. I needed something that would hold up to the firepower, and my tank, did its best. So So once again, I staved off 3 guys versus 1 on that cap. I can only do what I can do. And the rest of the team has to pick up the pieces. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, how's it going, Doc? There's supposed to be a new event? Well, I'm going to say that I don't think I have much faith in my team for a comeback on this one. So I'll be leaving, and I'll see what this new event will be like. Usually when the new event comes, they drop it in there before it comes down, but I don't see one as of yet in the rankings. And then here is where the other event will come in too, but not quite seeing that yet either. But I gotta stress the point that some people, they get stuck in a rut and then they just keep playing like that, and that's how you get farmed. If you can escape, escape. If you can get out and get another cap, that's what you do. To give people options. And even when I had those other options open, people weren't spawning there until they lost that home cap. So, It's even though you're doing the things to make the game different. If guys in their head are stuck on that idiotic crap, there's nothing that you can do to change that. So we got two guys moving in over here. They're gonna have to stay over here. You know, and that's what you gotta force people to play your game. See, he's all up in the spawn already. You have to force people to play your game. So that's what you gotta do. You force people to play your game. You don't play their game. You make them play your game. And so that dude, he should be getting hunted down anyway. He's back there camping on a beacon match. I'm sorry, bro. I can't hang back there all day to Captain Save-A-Ho you, man, because you want to be a camper. This is a beacon match. You get out and get some friggin' beacons. See, and I'm forcing these three guys to pay attention to me over there and making stuff happen. That's what you gotta make happen, or you're gonna lose the match. That's how you keep this advantage right here that you have right there. So we can't allow that. He's gonna have to use Showbreaker on me, but we can't allow this guy to sit back here, camp, and snipe the caps and everything. And of course, they're running all MK3 stuff. We get this guy down to his last stand. Then we get him off the cap, is what we do. Forcing him straight up off of there. See, he leaped over to that guy. But you get rid of the shooters. And as you see, that guy was not even interested in taking the cap or nothing. He's just been camping out there. These guys have been camping out back here most of the match. You get them dudes up out of there, man. Because then what they do is, even though you have the caps, they bot you out and then they grab the caps after they've botted you out. So you get rid of these little losers. You know, this guy, he's been in this freeze Orochi since the beginning. And I'm going to just bully his cap from him. See, because all he can do is shoot. He can't get caps or nothing. Because he's too weak. And our dudes are losing caps to like losers like this, man. Get them up out of there. See, and I gotta come and do this stuff. Why? Where's my team? They should be doing this stuff as well. You know, little old MK1 me going and grabbing stuff. It's ridiculous. Get up, get out, and make it happen, man. Make them come back. See, I'm taking caps to make them return back here from away from our home caps. You know, it's up to you to make them play your game. And as long as I can do that, make them play my game, it's going to make it hard for them to win the match. And that's what you have to do. You make them play your game. You don't play their game, man. Let me get over and get this guy, man. Keep him off the cap. And this guy is a friggin' idiot. He sees me in front of him and he phase exiles him anyway. I hate Sharangopolis that phase exile a target that somebody else is killing. Somebody's already got him covered, bro. Let the phase exile go through. You just phase exile because you can, and I think that's ridiculous. Somebody's got to get rid of that Seraph. I'm going to go over here and get our cap back. See, that Seraph got to go, man. That's what's gonna ruin our Titans, and we most certainly need them right now. So, all right, down one. Wait for this idiot shield to go down and start putting it down on him. We pressed the offensive, man. See, I need to support that guy. His healing is off. So, see, he's trying to get out of the trap. He's trying to get out of the trap. This guy sees what's happening there, and he's trying to get out of it, but I'm not going to let him come over here. He's trying to come over here and take this cap and take out a healer. Nope. See, he gets it. And that's who I want on my team. I don't want the idiots that just allow that to keep on happening to be on my team. That's not who I want. Jesus, with the phase exile with everybody on him, bro. And your health is good. Can't stand that crap. Let's get him out the sky right now. Now, they are stuck. See, and that Fenrir was getting ready to get them unstuck. You got to keep them boxed in. All right. So I came in fifth with 2.7 million damage, 3 kills. But once again, you see the amount of caps I got as compared to, say, this guy. He's just a shooter, you know. He doesn't rank number 1 in my book for a beacon match. Because if it wasn't for me and this guy going around getting the freaking beacons, we would have lost no matter how much damage that guy does. So stuff like that doesn't impress me. Damage is good, but it don't impress me. Because the only thing it takes to really do damage is make MK3 weapons. That's it. That's nothing that takes any skill or nothing like that. Anybody can sit back with MK3 weapons and shoot all match. Yeah, we got a Rogue here. Look at that. So, of course, the whole team went that way like lemons. If they're not going to push across, what's the point of the whole team going up there? So, Gotta go over here and give him some support because he's gonna get blown away right away. So yeah, you're gonna have to run punchers and all that stuff to lock me down so your buddies can shoot me. Cause no, I'm not just gonna give you that match. I'm not gonna just give you that cap, dude. Not gonna happen. I forgot to do my active skill on here because I just got this. I just got the levels up here. But I gotta put a hill on there. Because I held it for a second, that stopped them from getting it. Now, I'm gonna drop in here. Now I'm gonna come in and protect him. So he could push in. Of course, dropping them guys. Gotta get them out of there. And now I'm gonna press on through. See, cause you can't keep sitting back waiting for them to make something happen. You gotta make it happen. See how they're backed up now, and the shell has no support. Now you just drop in and you take the shell out. Night night shell. That's how you make it happen. You gotta make it happen. You gotta work with what you got to put them under pressure. And of course the Seraph is back there sniping because he's got those decays on him. See, but you get back here and you get up in their junk, man. See, he's not focusing on C if he's worried about me all up in their stuff. This guy's standing right there, literally, letting these guys just run all through stuff. So two of us had to come back here and spawn to make sure our home cap. Three of us now. Don't take three, bro. Two of us already spawned back here. It don't take the whole team. You know, I'm getting ready to go get our other cap. Because instead of spawning there where everybody else is and their mother already, you already got guys that do it. He should have spawned there so he would have been there so that Titan couldn't have spawned down in our home. People don't watch the game, man. They just follow what other people do, man. You need guys that's going to be leaders, that's going to go out and do the stuff themselves. See? You know, I'm going to sit over here and try to hold this Kepri train down off of our cap. It doesn't take the whole team to go get a cap back. See, I'm literally fighting 4 dudes. When somebody else could have dropped here closer. Got him down the last stand. He's the most dangerous one, the Sonic guy. And so I sit there and fight him off. But see, there's 4 of them to burn up, right? And that's exactly where I'm going. I'm finna burn all 4 of these jokers up, or they're gonna get off the cap. See, and I don't have high level stuff. You play a certain way, man, to make certain things happen. And then guys with the high level gear are forced to confront you with their high level gear. Well, you know I'm coming to take this cap, punk. See, and you make them pay. That was a big turnaround. But see, you know, why you guys running around with MK3 stuff and Max Titans and this and that, but I gotta lead the way. The dude with the MK1 stuff. You know, that is ridiculous. Thanks for stopping by, Paul. Thanks for living a like and supporting. Appreciate it. You know, you need guys that really know how to play the game is what you really need. Um, you got to know when to back off, and you got to know when to push in. You got to know who to shoot and who to ignore until you do everything else you got done. Because if you notice now that all these people are running around with this setup MK3, they are taking huge chunks off of people. You gotta get the syrups out of there, the decay syrups out of there quick. You gotta get them gone. Because the longer you let them sit back and shoot, the more people they're gonna take out. And he did the right thing. Instead of jumping towards him, he's staying on the cap. Because that's all if I was this guy, I'd wait for him to jump off. Then you go and walk onto the cap. You know, because the idiot wants his damage. You got to win the match. So you hold on to the cap so we can win. I told you, he did it just exactly that. Luckily, he had a Fenrir as backup to drop back on there, but that's what he was waiting for. He was waiting for him to jump off so he can get on the cap. It's just that simple. I lure teleporters off all the time just so I can go get the cap. You know, so 2.4 million, 3 kills, 6 beacons. I think games like Beacon Rush need a tutorial because guys just aren't playing it right. You know, I tell guys, you want to ease into it, start with domination, keep playing dom a lot, and then you'll get the gist of it. And then Beacon Rush, you can go from there. Because a lot of people just don't get it. They need to stick with TDM and this and that and the third, but they play beacon games because they're playing solo and they don't want to go into the TDM because it's a higher chance of them running up against a squad that wanted to go TDM. But the thing about it is, you know, being a shooter in a beacon match is not going to make you any better. And it's not going to make your gameplay any better. It's not going to balance out your match performance, because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen is your match performance is wishy-washy depending upon how many people you can snipe per match. That's what your performance is dependent upon. Your performance is dependent upon how much you have an opportunity to shoot somebody, and that's it. And of course, I just waited for him. Because, see, the only other guy thinking out of the box is him. Get them off of the cap. Get them off the cap. Go get another cap. Instead, they're just letting them, we got to worry about this. No, you got to get more caps. Why? Because we got shooter back here. And granted, they're a squad, but we got shooter. And they're all sitting back shooting. Get on a freaking cap. See, they're going to have to get off that cap to come chase me, because I'm going to go get a cap. And our other guy that I showed you before, he went down and got a cap. So, you know, those are the kind of things you got to do. You got to make them play your game. These guys are still doing the same old crap. You got to go outside of that and make them play your game. So they're going to have to start spawning back at home. So that's why, you know, I dropped in here. See, and where I'm going to spawn at home, because there's nobody at our home now. You know, the first thing you do is make them think outside of the box and make them get off caps. And now they've got to head a whole nother direction. Now he's hiding because he ain't got all his buddies to shoot you at the same time as him. You know? Boom. He needs to hit his defensive mode as well. And then we can double team this guy and get him the hell out of here. Oh man, the Cinder Minas. Yep. Just burnt me straight up. Night. Of course, the rest of my team's up there and I'm getting shot in the butt. But we're playing a squad, so I expect, yeah, you're right. Beacons win games. Hey, what's up, Alex? Thanks for stopping in. Thanks for hitting the like button and supporting me. But if you don't get the beacon, it doesn't matter how much damage you do. The match will be over. So, once again, you know, 4 beacons. And some of these guys are from good clans. You know, some of these guys are using MK3 stuff. You're working against a squad. They're going to be pointing out to each other where someone is not and where someone is and where they need help at. So that's why you can't be an idiot playing the game, because they've already got one up on you having the comms of the squad. But, you know, at least we gave them an interesting game. The guy from Wick, you know, and those guys are pretty good. He ran down the other end to open up the... If they're all on our cap, I mean, it's very simple, man. If they're all on our cap, then they can't be somewhere else. They can't occupy 2 places at one time. So he did what I did, except for the guy I was going up against had me out equipment. He didn't outthink me. He out equipment me. I'm using MK1 gear, and it's not even maxed. So he didn't outplay me. You know, I got the drop on him. Now, granted, if I had the same level of equipment as him, he would have been gone. So that's why I tell guys, they want me to MK3 something. I'm telling them, beware. You do not want me to have MK3, because then I'm going to be a serious problem for a lot of dudes. You know, like I killed Bennett on the regular. Yeah, he spanks me too, but I spank him too with MK1. You know, I'm not afraid of these guys. I go at them, I build my stuff right, Now I'm not liking my blitz build right now. It's dying too quick. So I think I'm gonna switch him over to this drone here and put this guy on that drone, because it's just like I'm used to my blitz going up against MK3 stuff, and I'm not dropping that fast. It's ridiculous how fast my blitz is dropping. You gotta figure he has resistance. So what I can do is I can put that Battleborn on him instead of the I can put the nitro on my ball, on my Skiros. maybe maybe we can get more mileage out of our stuff running it this way now. So and I'm well aware of the guy on the roof, but until he does something, I'm gonna support fire the guys in the center and suppress that guy. And you're gonna have to drop a brick on me, bro. You can't tell me that that he's not heavily armed. Like, look at the chunks of health he's taking from me, and he doesn't even have full clip. So yeah, I know your stuff is high level, and matter of fact, I'm gonna take you down the last stand first. So and look how long it's taken me to get him down the last stand. I actually needed some help before I could drop him down the last stand. So I would say highly leveled gear. You saw the chunks that he was taking out of my health. So, see, guys like that, them cowards that sit up there and just want to shoot, and they don't get any caps. Not even a major concern, man. That's who you shoot when you get a chance, but you go get the caps first. Because them cowards are not going to get a cap. They're going to continue to sit up top and try to snipe everybody. And thinking that they're being a damage freak makes them uber, when actually those are the dudes that are costing your team the match. I just want to let you know that those cowards right there that sit up there and do that all match without getting a cap are the dudes that cost you the match. So he finally got behind me, but I was trying to force them off of the cap, getting a little back up here, but I just felt the shell come in, and that's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to force me off of your cap. Now I bet you that causes more of their team to drop into home when we were sitting on their cap like that. But look at our guys. They're sitting over there. Nobody's going to get the friggin' cap. Nobody. So we got a guy sitting right there, just being shot in the butt. Yeah, well, you're gonna have to come back here and get me, bro. Cause that's what I'm about. I'm gonna make you have to come and get the cap, bro. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make you have to pay attention somewhere else. So because I can go in and get that middle cap, but I'm not gonna push in there right now. I'm gonna concentrate on getting firepower to the center. But see, I'm gonna go over here and make sure that B is guarded the same time while dropping firepower on the center, because the same way I said B need to be guarded, what happened? Godzilla flew right over there from the center. So I'm keeping an eye on everything, but I'm trying to drop firepower on him first. And here's the thing, they were there and now they got off the cap. Dude, you're there. If they're gonna get the cap, die on the freaking cap, bro. Die on it. Keep the cap for your team. Die on the cap. So of course me, I hop on the cap, stay on the cap, turn the cap over. That's how you make a difference, man. See that guy shooting back there and all that crap? You only do that when they're running explosives and you own the cap and there's at least one guy on the cap who you are support firing. Now, we had the cap. It's all right to shoot from back there to support fire the one guy on the cap. You don't need everybody on the cap, but you can't not have nobody on the cap. You just run off the cap because the guy's on the cap. No, man. See, and let him sit right there. All right, let me support him in the center. He needs a heal. Now we got it. Let them pile up on that cap over there. Because if they ain't pushing in from that cap, it don't matter. And this is how we take the match back, man. All that's gone. Got him down to is next to nothing. See, here's how he messed up. He went to go get greedy when he should have stayed on here, and that would keep them trapped over there. But I pull out to the middle so everybody could get a firing order on them. And here's my good buddy Rolo Tomazzi from Hood. So Rolo, he gets pretty beastly sometimes, man. And Rolo be the first to tell you, he like, Vulture don't care, man. He's going in. You're going to have to stop him, MK1 or not. Hey, Abandoned Edgar. Thank you guys for showing up. Please leave a like. Support me. I appreciate it. Yeah, so Rolo gets pretty beast mode sometimes. And this guy Godzilla, he's not bad either, man. He's pretty strong. Um, I bump into him sometimes, man. He's a problem. So he's had this a lot of this team on his back this match. I can say that. So hopefully Rolo can pull it out for us. Like I said, he can get pretty beastly sometimes. And we're up by a sliver, so we really can't afford to lose out. And there, he wanted to go for the other cap, but he seen two of them on there trying to switch this cap up real quick. And therefore, he's got to go in there and stop them from turning that over, because the beacon bar is just that close. It's just that close to where he couldn't go over with the other guy, to where he did the right thing by jumping in and stopping them from taking the cap. As you can see, once again, 6 captions, 6 beacons. I told you Godzilla was pretty beastly carrying that team on his back. Took a screenshot so I could send it to Rolo later on in the forums. But him and the all hell guy, man, they're 8 million each, 10 kills each, you know. And I think, and they both did decent on beacons. I think I held up my part of the team with 3 million damage, 6 beacons. Considering these guys are masters up into champs, because I know Rolo and Godzilla are champs. And of course, I'm a champ, but I'm MK1. So I think, you know, do pretty well. And got 1,000 hazard components. Okay. Out of that last event. So let's check my components, in fact. So there's not enough there to build anything, but we can see how well we're doing on that or not. So we got 9,000 decay. And of course, I've already made a second hazard, so I'm only at 6,000 on the hazard components. Alright, I think I'm going to go until these burn out. I can get one more match out of that. You know, I just don't like getting the challenges and stuff. You know, guys want to 1v1 me and everything else or whatever. You know, I'm not interested in that. I don't stream to get YouTube challenges, so I appreciate if you guys don't do it. You know, if you see me in game, then come test me. But I'm just so busy that I don't have time to take out of my schedule to 1v1 someone just to prove a point or whatever. I've got nothing to prove. I think smart play and proper setups, you know, show improve what I do. But finally getting the gear levels up is what will make a difference sooner or later. But for now, just getting the stuff to the proper, getting the proper setups going is what does it. So running the proper setups is what makes it happen, man. It what makes my low level gear better. Doing the right thing. and having smart play, playing with good people who think like-minded, um, to help make something happen. So I got a good thing. See, like that guy watching everybody over here back, because while we were trying to chase him down, there was a guy coming in to sneak the cap. So, which is the most important thing. Killing a guy is secondary unless you have to kill him to get him off a cap. If shooters are causing an issue, like this guy, then you have to get guys like him out of the sky. Otherwise, you go for the beacon first. And then you make them change their game plan, is what you do. See, and there's another broken thing. See how that electricity was hitting me through the building? Try to keep them boxed in over here. And get this guy off our cap, first off. See, he's a teleporter, so I'm gonna back up, because he had to teleport from right over there. Keep them clogged in over there, we should do alright. You know, you concentrate, focus fire. I see those two guys are focusing on him. If I help them out, that helps the team out. So I'm switching sides for a minute because they're dropping a slow you down thing over there, gravity, and then trying to come this way. So this is what I was saying about focus firing. There's already a guy standing in front of him and keeping him off the cap. So yeah, I can sit back here and shoot then. I can be a shooter now. But the moment that guy gets on the cap, somebody has to be on the cap to hold it down. Like he just died, all right? So now I have to step in and be the guy that's on the cap. But a Lucci spawns, so, you know, we make out like that. We made out with the luchador spawning. So drop a brick on him and some support and come back this way, because now they got two guys over there. You have to look around before you start doing stuff sometimes, and guys just don't take that 1 second to 2 seconds to look around for stuff, and that makes like all the difference in the match. If you just stop and look, because now there's 5 of them over here. See, and I would have never have noticed that if I kept on chasing, trying to get my damage in on that one guy over there. So we got to get this guy off the cap, and that would have been the next goal, getting that Muramets off the cap, keeping the other 3 guys contained over there, and our other guys had the other guy contained near A. So you have to stop and look around at the battlefield, so you could get perspective to see what your next move is going to be, so you can make a smart choice instead of making a choice of shoot, shoot, shoot. Yeah, it's red, it's dead. Shoot, shoot, shoot. And you got guys that end up with real high damage, but they lose the match in the end. So just trying to let you guys see how I think when I play, and how I stretch the most out of my my MK1 gear. I had to put my blitz with a drone that gave resistance, simply because the Skyros already has plenty of resistance, and it's gonna die the same no matter what when people start bypassing it. But my blitz was just going down way too fast, and I need that speed to get around and to harass people on the edges and to go and grab a cap. So that ended up working out better, that he's back over there, and I put a resistance mod on him, and then I just added more speed to the Skyros as a late drop beacon runner, because he is faster. He does have speed skills on him that my other bots don't have, and so therefore he gets a real good speed increase. So put in the mod that just boosts that speed even more is better. So, and if you're asking why I don't have my hammer on there, I'm doing some testing. Um, I'm not sure if Eddie affects Sonics at all, but he can deal with the 13.5-second reload because you're in ball mode most of the time. A lot of people run full Sonics with Theseus. I'm running Eddie Noel because he makes these weapons fire just as fast as it is timed perfectly with the skill. So he can unload a full clip, and as soon as you're able to turn back into ball mode, his full clip is already empty. So that's why I use him. And when I get him better leveled up over here, we'll try some different mods on them with that. So a lot of times I'm hitting shields even though these unload. I'm not sitting there brawling with them long enough to get good status on them. So I said I'll throw the Devastator in there to either take down the shields, but I'm hitting shields with these a lot. And by the time their last couple shots are actually hitting the bot, I want the Devastator to be taking some great damage out of them. That's why I'm testing this setup this way. Or I can do it, with the hammer back out there with, a scatter or havoc. Lord knows I got plenty of havocs. So I got like 5 havoc, and I hardly even use them all. So that's just an idea, strategy wise. You gotta test stuff. Where do you think, these guys get their setups from? They hear what other people test. They test it on a test server. Adrian Chong tests it with Dream hangers. He asks guys to send him the hanger that they want him to test and stuff like that. So you never know what's going to be effective and what's not going to be effective until you try it, until you test it, until you see what goes with your play style. You can't gauge how it's going to work for you gauged off somebody else's play style. So even a setup that somebody go, oh, that sucks, it might be perfect for the way that you play. Or somebody says, oh, this setup is it's the bomb, man, and it might not work with you because your play style is different. Your game mode might be different than what they run it in. And that's the reason why I have separate hangers, because all my hangers are built for different game modes. As you can see here, I have a lot of shielding, 1, 2, 3 shield bots, 1, 2 stealth bots, and a long range healer. I just still haven't figured out what I want to run on my bulwark yet. This is the first I haven't even put the bulwark in a match yet, so I gotta think what I want running on there and who I want running it. I was thinking about the Hornet thing for a minute there. He doesn't move fast enough to do calamities. I could have ran with the Smoother, which wouldn't have been bad on there, but see, I hate running multiples of the same thing. So even here, when I just yanked him from another hanger to drop him back here, I'm gonna pull one of these bomb hangers off. So no, I'm not gonna run Smoother. I got 4 Raz doors right there. I am gonna go in a different route, and I just have to look at that. And I don't, even though that's my open map hanger, I don't want to run another super long range setup. The one thing I could do is run my punchers over there or my Vipers. He tends to do, yeah, I'm gonna put Vipers on here, just to see, because even though he is low level, because of the shield and the physical armor, he does tend to stand up better with weapons with sustained fire that you have to expose yourself to shoot them to. So I'm gonna try him over there with one of my fortifiers. See, I'm gonna put a nuke amp over there on him because this is gonna be hitting a lot, and that's what freeze status and lockdown. So with the freeze allowing me to do more damage, I think I'm gonna put the nuke amp over there and then put um, the fortifier over here. And out of all robots in the whole game, the bulwark gets the most out of fortifiers. Just because you can put Ansile on him, he has a built-in Aegis, and he has built-in physical shields, so he gains from everything. And I just had to figure out who I wanted to follow. Hey Fletch, hey, thanks for coming in and dropping a like. I'm getting ready shut it down right now anyway. Everybody knows I don't stream long. I do maybe an hour at the most. So, you know, I got chickens and stuff I need to get to, and some feeding, and some work on my solar and things of that. So I will be ending this soon. I thank you all for coming by and leaving a like and supporting the channel. And you know, everybody may not agree with my opinion of things, but you know, I've come to the conclusions of my opinions from playing with low level gear against high level people. So even though some things may be more effective for others, I talk about what's effective for me. So even with that last setup that I did on the bulwark, I don't know how effective it'd be. I have to do some testing, and that's how you find out. So everybody have a blessed day. Love, peace, and happiness. Thank you for coming out. See you.